Haftarat Vayishlach. Hosea. My people are hanging in suspense about returning to me, and though they call them upwards, nobody makes a move. Ephraim, how can I give you up, or surrender you, Israel? How could I treat you like Admah, or make you like Zvoim? My heart recoils at the idea, as compassion worms within me. I will not give vent to the fierceness of my rage. I will not return to destroy Ephraim. For I am God, not a human being, the Holy One among you. So I will not come in fury. They will go after Adonai, who will roar like a lion. For he will roar, and the children will come, trembling from the west. They will tremble like a bird as they come from Egypt, like a dove as they come from the land of Ashur. And I will resettle them in their own houses, says Adonai. Ephraim surrounds me with lies, and the house of Israel with deceit. Yehudah still rules with God and is faithful with holy ones. Ephraim is chasing the wind, pursuing the wind from the east. All day he piles up lies and desolation. They make a covenant with Ashur, while sending olive oil to Egypt. Adonai also has a grievance against Yehudah. He will punish Yaakov according to his ways, and pay him back for his misdeeds. In the womb he took his brother by the heel. In the strength of his manhood he fought with God. Yes, he fought with an angel and won. He wept and pleaded with him. Then at Bethel he found him, and there he would later speak with us. Adonai Elohim Tzevaot. Adonai is his name. So you return to your God. Hold fast to grace and justice, and always put your hope in your God. A huckster keeps false scales, and he loves to cheat. Ephraim says, I have gotten so rich, I have made me a fortune, and in all my prophets no one will find anything wrong or sinful. But I am Adonai your God, from the land of Egypt. Again I will make you live in tents, as in the days of the established festival. I have spoken to the prophets. It was I who gave vision after vision. Through the prophets I gave examples to show what it would all be like. Is Gilad given to iniquity? Yes, they have become worthless. In Gilgal they sacrifice to bulls. Therefore their altars are like piles of stones in a plowed field. Yaakov fled to the land of Aram. There Israel slaved to win a wife. For a wife he tended sheep. Haftarat Vayishlach. Obadiah. This is the vision of Obadiah. Here is what Adonai Elohim says about Edom. As a messenger was being sent among the nations, saying, Come on, let's attack her. We heard a message from Adonai. I am making you the least of all nations. You will be beneath contempt. Your proud heart has deceived you. You whose homes are caves in the cliffs, who live on the heights and say to yourselves, Who can bring me down to the ground? If you make your nest as high as an eagle's, even if you place it among the stars, I will bring you down from there, says Adonai. If these were to come to you, or if robbers by night, oh, how destroyed you are! Wouldn't they stop when they'd stolen enough? If grape pickers came to you, wouldn't they leave some grapes for gleaning? But see how Esav has been looted, their secret treasure searched out. Your allies went with you only to the border. Those at peace with you deceived and defeated you. Those who ate your food set a trap for you, and you couldn't discern it. When that day comes, says Adonai, won't I destroy all the wise men of Edom, and leave no discernment on Mount Esav? Your warriors, Teman, will be so distraught that everyone on Mount Esav will be slaughtered. For the violence done to your kinsman Yaakov, shame will cover you, and you will be forever cut off. On that day you stood aside, while strangers carried off his treasure, and foreigners entered his gates, to cast lots for Yerushalayim. You were no different from them. You shouldn't have gloated over your kinsmen on their day of disaster, or rejoiced over the people of Yehudah on their day of destruction. You shouldn't have spoken arrogantly on a day of trouble, or entered the gate of my people on their day of calamity. No, you shouldn't have gloated over their suffering on their day of calamity, or laid hands on their treasure on their day of calamity. You shouldn't have stood at the crossroads to cut down their fugitives or handed over their survivors on a day of trouble. For the day of Adonai is near for all nations. As you did, it will be done to you. Your dealings will come back on your own head. For just as you have drunk on my holy mountain, so will all the nations drink in turn. Yes, they will drink and gulp it down, and be as if they had never existed. But on Mount Zion there will be a holy remnant who will escape, and the house of Yaakov will repossess their rightful inheritance. The house of Yaakov will be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, setting a flame and consuming the stubble, which is the house of Esav. None of the house of Esav will remain, for Adonai has spoken. Those in the Negev will repossess the mountain of Esav, and those in the Shephelah, the land of the Pelishtim. They will repossess the field of Ephraim and the field of Shomron, and Binyamin will occupy Gilad. Those from this army of the people of Israel, exiled among the Canaanim as far away as Zarfat, and the exiles from Jerusalem in Sfarad, will repossess the cities in the Negev. Then the victorious will ascend Mount Zion to rule over Mount Esav, but the kingship will belong to Adonai.